Welcome back to another episode of the GTR podcast. I'm your host, Daniel. I have my co-host right here.
What is up? I'm Alex. Back from the dead part, I don't know.
Three.
Today is the 3rd of December, 2023. It's already December. Wow. Um,
Oh man.
and we have a lot to talk about yet again. Because on the last pod we left off, we kind of ran out of time doing our disappointments of the year and standouts, but now we've got a better idea of it, and it's not just a complete overreaction. We have a good idea of how teams are going to be. Um, Assuming you're listening and not watching, Dan is shaking his head in a lot of agony, and I don't blame you. Listen, at least the Lions
Man,
are good. At
man,
least the Lions are good.
listen, bro. I had one bad week because what? The Lions lost, the Pistons continued the losing streak. Ohio State lost in the same week. The Eagles won. I'm like, oh man, I'm cooked.
Hey, the Eagles lost today, and Debo had um a lot of my guys had bye weeks, like a lot of the guys who get me a lot of points. Debo had 3 touchdowns. And Derrick Henry.
Oh, cooked, good. Hey yo, Brock Purdy cooked for me. He cooked. He's him.
Wait, yeah. My fantasy team is making a comeback. All of them got injured.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
like everyone got injured, but now I'm looking good. Also, Sam Laporta cooked. Um, what does Marin want? Anyway, point being, um, yeah, I might go. I should improve to 7-6.
I should improve
Should.
to 12-1.
Are you playing with a bunch of geriatric people?
No, I just my team is fire. If I tell you my team right now, they go crazy. My team's fire. We got
Yeah,
we
hold on real quick.
go ahead. For y'all listening, my team right now, we got Tua, Kyler Murray, Joe Mixon, Christian McCaffrey, Tyler Boyd, Christian Kirk. Oh man. Right now we had the Lions defense was kind of shaky. We got Nick Bosa on our defense, so they added defensive DBs and D line. So we have Buda Baker. I also picked up Jonathan Taylor. Like this team, our team is fire over here. But yeah, my running backs and my wide receivers, we got them.
All right,
We
that's
them.
enough. Sorry, that's not enough NFL. You're getting too much joy right now. Not, I'm screwing with you. That's all mean. But
Man,
that's also I don't know much about the NFL. Uh, I think that's been abundantly clear. Um, let's hope my hot water kettle thing doesn't get too loud because that would be annoying. One of my friends just asked to use it, so
oh that's
that
fine.
that had to stand up.
That's fine. That's fine. Oh man, talk about college. Oh man, college football, college basketball, college ball is back. College ball in general is
College,
back.
um,
Man,
just as a note, like if we have any Florida State fans listening, that is loud. That's annoying. Um,
it's not that bad.
okay, it's gonna get worse. Um, any Florida State fans, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry that
Oh my
it.
god.
Ugh.
Hey yo, you're not in the student section. Y'all was
Not Florida State. No, Florida State. Florida, I don't care. Florida, I do not care. Um, Harrison Mevis chomped his way off the field too in that. Oh, into my veins you go. Um, Cody Schrader was at our basketball game today. The SEC's leading rusher. He was at our basketball game today, so I was able to get a picture with him. The leading rusher in the SEC for 2023. Anyway, um, what were we
college
talking about?
football. We was talking about
Well,
college.
college football.
He was going
You
crazy
had
for me.
the Michigan Ohio State game.
Oh,
Um,
hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I got some receipts to cash. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Like, look. Marvin Harrison Jr. We love you. We
oh
need
yeah,
you. You're him. You might stay for another year. I'm saying don't do that because
he
the way
no, he's
we
not
play,
going to.
he's not. But the way we played, man. Honda McCord showed up. 2 picks. Nah. It was really a good game though. If we're being honest, JJ
Yeah,
McCarthy looks very good.
yeah,
I was a little bit down on him, and no, this is no bias
me too.
being applied, but I was a little bit down on JJ McCarthy, but he looks very good. Their running game with Blake, oh my god, it's amazing. I didn't know it was that amazing until I actually sat down and watched it. Um,
Yeah,
I just, and this gonna sound like I'm taking credit for Michigan. This is gonna sound like I'm taking credit for Michigan, but we really lost that game more than y'all won it. And the reason why I'm saying that is because Ryan Day, his the good and the bad of Ryan Day. The good is he's confident that both sides of the ball is going to produce, but the bad part of it is sometimes a blatant choice is to go for it and you don't. It was a perfect play, 4th down and inches, and this is where I'm like, okay, we might lose this game. It was 4th down and inches, and not McCarthy. It was 4th down and inches, and Ryan Day decided to punt it. And you just at that point you trust who is you have on the field right now. You have Marvin Harrison. You got I said Marvin Harrison. You got Marvin. I said Marvin. You have Marvin
Marvin.
Harrison Jr. Oh my god, I always say that in person. You got Marvin Harrison Jr. who's what four? He was 4 receptions and 96 yards before the end of the game. On that play, you just either go to him or just punch it through the middle. You trust your quarterback to get up to get that 1 inch. But shout out to Michigan because y'all did play well. But I'm gonna just say this: Marvin was the best player on the field. Five receptions, 118 yards in a
He
TD.
was he was fantastic. I'll
That
be
catch
back.
he had when he got hit.
Yeah, I'll be back again. Give your prediction because we're against each other for the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah, I
Mizzou
know.
against Ohio
So
State.
so look, we about to slaughter them. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We're about to slaughter. Um, I just need I just need this win actually. It's not even anything crazy. I just need this win just to feel better about like us being kicked out of the rankings. We were numbered, and the sad thing is Ohio State was number 2 going into that Michigan game, and we just dropped the ball. We dropped the ball really bad. Now, one thing I say about Missouri is we can't take them lightly. We kind of took our previous opponent, Michigan, lightly, and like it showed. It showed because of the attempts again, because of the attempts that we didn't go for it. Um, then go for it on the 4th and inches where we clearly needed to, and we had momentum because of the plays before. Our defense needs to be a little bit better. Not bad, but our defense does have to be better. But shout out to Ryan Day though, because he's still one thing I like about Ryan Day is like for all his faults, he stands on business. He stands with his decision he makes. And of course that was a bad decision, but he didn't blame anybody else. I made the decision. We go stand on that and we go lose by that one. But going against I really think we win. I don't think it's close. Um I don't think it's really close. I think Henderson is going to get a good has going to Henderson's going to have a good ground game. Obviously, Harrison's going to do what he does in the air, and like I know, I know, I know I made fun of Honda McCord, but McCord is going to be really he's going to bounce back, even though it really doesn't
Yeah,
matter. He's going to bounce
I'll
back.
be yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be honest. I haven't watched that much of Ohio State. I watched the game against Penn State. I watched the game against Notre Dame, and I watched obviously Michigan. Um, so I don't know. Does Kyle McCord move well?
Tell McCord move. He's a little bit worse move. He's a little bit less mobile than JJ McCarthy. So take it with that.
I've watched 2 Michigan games all year.
He moves like
Does he scramble?
no, not that much. He's like a
Okay.
Jared Goff. He's like a Jared Goff, but not
Okay.
like
So that gives me a little bit of confidence. It's I don't know if I think a lot of it depends. Well, even then, because if Marvin Harrison Jr. plays, then Chris Abrams Drain will play, who's our best corner. He's supposed to go, I want to say, second or third round in the next draft. I don't remember exactly. Him and Ennis will play. Um, the ground game will be interesting. It depends how much you guys are able to mix up the passing, because what kills us is mobile QBs, and if you have a really dynamic passing game and you're able to beat us over the top to mix those huge plays in with runs, we get cooked, a la Florida. Um, Once again, like that was a ridiculous game. My brother was here for that too, so that was cool.
nice.
Came all the way down.
Love to see it.
But that shouldn't have been close. We're better than that.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh no,
Hold up.
Florida's not good. Florida's not good.
I know that, but like y'all talking hot. You talking hot, but go ahead.
We beat the ever living hell out of Tennessee, 36-7.
I feel it. Y'all hot right now.
Tennessee. We've been good all season. That's the thing. Like we had a slip up against Middle Tennessee or whatever. That game wasn't good, but like other than that, and I guess like tiny bit of the Vandy game, and the last 3 to 4 minutes against LSU were really bad, and also fourth quarter against Georgia. That's saying a lot. That's like a lot of whatever. But no, we've been pretty good all season. We've just not
elite,
I
not
don't know.
elite. Y'all been good, but not elite.
There's been touches of holy shit, we can be world beaters, and then just a mental mistake and we're cooked. So what happened again? I feel like that's what happened against Georgia. I feel like that's what happened against LSU.
So for college football, and this is where like I kind of don't like college football because you can be good. No, you can be good and not considered elite and have like elite is considered basically the season that Michigan has, Georgia has. Like that's elite. And then like good is like losing one game. And obviously from an Ohio State fan, we lost that one game. And now we're just good and we're not elite. So that's
Yeah.
the only thing I have about college football. Besides that's cool.
Yeah.
One thing y'all because our quarterback
Sorry.
is good in the pocket. He's good in the pocket. He got good pocket presence. It's just like
Yeah.
when he's asked to move, he can kind of do it. It's not there all the way. Like it's not there. He processes and try to think too much. But when his passing attack,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
But that's what I was trying to. But that's why I asked that though, because we're able to put pressure on quarterbacks. We are able to do that,
that's true.
especially when we have our linebackers healthy, which they will be. Thank Christ, because that's also part of what killed us against Florida. Our linebacker depth is horrid.
Horde is crazy.
It's we got the 2 starters, and then we've got Tyron Hopper and what's his name, and that's it. It's bad. I don't know. And on defense, it's going to depend. Honestly, I think it's going to depend a lot on how much you guys let Brady Cook move and how much our running game is going to be able to show up. Because Brady Cook can run. Our QB, he can run.
He can run.
And Schrader, if you give him any room, he's going to take it. He's not the most explosive dude. He's not but he's smart and he finds gaps. He's not a big guy. He's not much taller than me. that was funny. Like I was standing next to him. I'm like, oh shit. Like bear in mind, I'm 5'7". He's listed at 5'9", but he's smart. Um. Anyway, last thing. I know your guys' cornerback play is decent.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Um.
That's better than decent.
Yeah. Um. But I'm also thinking,
Y'all about to
how many?
double. Y'all got a double Harrison, bro.
Well, yes.
Because one on one, he's about to cook.
No, your cornerback play. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Your
okay.
guys' corners, not yours. We know Marvin Harrison is that dude.
Yeah, yeah. Like he might cook y'all corners. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro.
Oh, he very well could.
He was cooking Michigan
We're gonna
corners.
we're gonna end up with we're gonna end up doubling him a lot.
Our play action about to go crazy though. Our play action.
We do sometimes struggle with play action, but it's mostly, but it looks better. Like we do better with it when there's not really the threat of the QB running, and
That's fair.
McCord is not that guy.
That's
That's
fair.
what Jaden Daniels is, also Jaden Daniels, but he cooked us with that play action. Florida with their backup, who is a good runner. He impressed me a lot, actually.
He impressed me.
Yeah. Also, if Theo Weiss plays and Luther Burden, I think we have a shot.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's going to be close, but I do think you guys win. Uh, my score prediction is going to be, let's say, I'm going to say 28-23. You guys win.
$21, like, I ain't gonna lie, we about to dog y'all. Like, we might win by 2 touchdowns.
And I wouldn't be surprised by that either.
Like,
It really, it's going to be,
we gonna put up
have to
30
talk
on
about
y'all.
it. We're going to have to talk about it more because we need to figure out who's going to play and who's not.
Right. We
Because
gonna put up 30 on y'all. Don't worry about it though.
yeah, no, that's 28. I won't be so. I was thinking like between 28 and 31. I don't know if you
No,
guys
we
are
gonna
going
put
to
up like
sprinkle in a
30
field
plus.
goal or not.
Like 30 plus.
Okay.
Like we just lost to Michigan. We put up 30 plus, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Our bounce back games be elite. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That is true, but is it going to be too long?
Maybe. But that's
You
enough
you
college
never
football
know.
though.
We'll see. Maybe our momentum cools. I don't know.
But yeah. Can't wait for that
Anyway,
game. I'm gonna be watching it,
that,
of course.
that's going to be fun.
I'm gonna be talking my
Um,
shit, of course.
I was thinking because I'm with family, we're driving down to visit people in Florida. So I'm like, if we end up playing in like Atlanta, uh, Orlando, Jacksonville, or something like that, I would have considered going. But we're in. I'm not going down to Arlington. That I'm not doing that.
I'm not going down to Arlington.
God no. Um, and it's so expensive. Anyway, last thing I'm going to talk about college wise. This is not the normal topic, I promise. Um, where is what am I looking at? Anthony Robinson II, scouts. Uh, keep your eyes on him in the next couple of years. He's a freshman from Tallahassee. 6'2" menace of a guard. And he's been a menace so far this season. Just oh,
You got an archetype. What kind of archetype is he?
that's a fair. That's a. I don't know. Um,
Is he more of the
like I
playmaker
feel like there are some
defending?
shape like defensively. I don't want to say prime Chris Paul because that's like a bit of a reach, but
Yeah. Yes.
Like he's scrappy. He stays in front of you. He's stronger than his size
Patrick
says,
Beverly.
but less of a fouls
Yes, of a
less.
dick. Oh, false.
But he fouls less than Pat Bev, and he can create.
So like D'Anthony Melton.
I don't think that's a yeah. That's a D'Anthony. Yeah, that's not a bad comp. Except the problem is he's 6'2", so we'll see how much weight he's able to put on. I think he's got a pretty. He looks like he has a long wingspan, but I
Same
don't
height
know.
as
We'll see.
D'Anthony Melton.
I thought he was 6'3". Oh well. But yeah, honestly, D'Anthony Melton's a pretty good comp so far. Obviously it's early. He's a freshman. We've only played 9 games.
Yeah,
You
9.
never
Yeah.
know what will happen. We've got KU next. I'm not looking forward to that. Screaming fuck KU at the top of our lungs for the past 3 months, and we're about to get screwed.
Y'all about to get look, there's about to be a mass. It ain't gonna be a massacre. Massacre is crazy. It's gonna be a good
Nah,
game. We're gonna say it's gonna be a good game.
I'm
You
not
said
gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. There's no confidence on my end. I don't care how much the guys try to hype it up. I know it's like, oh, rivalry, skill doesn't matter as much, or like you can disregard it a little bit more.
Nah, fam, nah, fam. He said, nah, fam, nah, fam.
KU's really good. They're really good, man. I don't know what else to say. I think they've got one loss on the season, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they got the one loss that I think was to Tennessee, but they're 7-1, playing an absolutely ridiculous schedule. So
Yeah.
don't I can't say this too loud, but I'm not. Ugh. Listen, we beat their asses in football. It's okay. Um,
There you go. There you go.
that's all I can say. I don't know.
Get your wins
I'm
when you can.
also glad that. What's up?
I say get your wins while you can.
That's what I'm thinking. Oh my god. Um, and last thing. I'm going to our game in Kansas City against Seton Hall. Um, I don't know if I've said why I don't like Seton Hall.
No,
And
I'm
okay,
interested.
basically, I applied there, got in, but their letter that they sent was between me, my brother, and my mom, the most like disrespectful acceptance letter you'll ever fucking read. It's the
Oh,
most New Jersey thing in the like.
what
Shut up.
what you think
It's
about? Hey, what you think it was gonna be? It's Seton Hall, and like, have you met Jersey people?
no, I'm not surprised, but it's not even that. Like, no, the whole thing. It's not really. It's a lot also on me, but it's also like really. Um, like they wanted me to go there, but have to do an extra year and shit. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not spending more time in New Jersey than I need to. And you're not even that good of a journalism school. And then like a couple weeks later, I got into Mizzou, so I'm like, okay, cool, I'm fine. So yeah, we play Seton Hall. I called my brother about it. I think it was yesterday. He's like, oh yeah, fuck Seton Hall. He hates them probably more than I do. Like he was pissed when he read that letter. He was pissed. Um,
God,
it was really funny. Anyway,
Seton Hall,
yeah, I'm
y'all
going to
messed
that
with the
game,
wrong
so
people.
I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, that was a very very drawn out intro. I had down like in my notes of what we're going to talk about. We share, of course, we plan a little bit before the pod. Um, but in my notes, I'm like, okay, got a little bit of. We're going to talk about stuff, college sports wise. I didn't expect us to get into it as much about Ohio State versus Mizzou, but here we are. Not surprised. I'm
We
looking for.
stand on
That's gonna
business.
be fun.
We stand
That's
on
that'll
business
be
over here.
hold on. Uh, that's sign language for we stand on business. We taught our mascot how to say that, so he was doing it at the
That's
end of the game.
fire. That's
Yeah, it was.
fire.
He also Truman is against. I think it was Tennessee. He parachuted down from a freaking uh from a something. I don't remember.
From
Um
something.
something. I think it was a jet probably or well, no shit.
Oh,
It was a
plane.
plane, of course. Um
Helicopter.
we also had for the Tennessee game, we had to look up what a B2 bomber is. Look that up. We had that for a flyover. We had the I was like
No, y'all didn't. No, y'all didn't.
yeah. Now, like, I'm the least patriotic person on the face of the earth. Like, I typically am like, okay, fly over what a die. That was cool. That
Y'all had a
was
stealth jet. You can fly over
that
y'all.
shit was insane. And then we proceeded to beat the ever living hell out of them for 4 quarters. So that was amazing. And Cody Schrader, first SEC player in history to rush for 200 yards and have 100 receiving yards in the same game. Like
Damn.
320 something yards that game. It's insane.
Damn.
Anyway, um, we got some stuff to talk about. Can we start with Boston just because that's going to be
Yep.
quick?
Yeah. That's our Boston. Boston's
Yeah,
great.
he's like, let's not talk about Detroit right now. Um, I still don't know what to make of Boston. I still don't because yes, we've only lost 4 games on the season. I don't know what the we've just like there's times we play really, really well. And then there's other times where it's just like we're playing down to our competition, which I've said this. How many times have I said this in the past couple of years?
A lot. A lot.
So, and obviously, Kristaps Porzingis is out.
Who would have thought? Let me stop. Let me stop.
No one is. No one is.
Man.
So obviously, the offense hurt from that. But we struggle. Well, can blame that a little bit on a Jason Tatum ejection, but at the same time, he still played for a half, and we still couldn't really put away Philly without their best 2 players. But I don't know. We move. I forget who we play next, but that's
Y'all
whatever.
play Indiana for the playing
Oh
tournament.
yeah, Kristaps is out for that, of course.
Yep.
He strained his calf or some shit.
Wow. Wow.
We'll see.
Who would have
I'm
thought?
intrigued. So Indiana's offense has been insane. Like for a stretch, it was like it was on pace to be the best in NBA history. But obviously it settled down because like as good as their offense is and as good as a roster they have, they're not that good. They're not that good. I'm intrigued to see how we match up against them, and how much we're able to limit Tyrese and all that. They tend to play us really well, so I don't know. I'm intrigued. Um,
Tyrese
anyway,
might not even play for the tournament.
what?
Tyrese might not play for the tournament. He's questionable.
Oh shit. He'll play. He's got to play. Come on. If not, still, you never know. We play down to our opponents all the time,
That's what I'm
so
saying. Like it won't matter that, you know.
you
Andrew
never know.
Hard, come cook y'all.
I would not. I would not put it beyond him. Anyway,
Boston has been.
give him.
Go
I
ahead.
don't know. We'll see. I still. I never know what to make of this team. I never do. I'm like the worst analyst for my own teams.
So for Boston, for me, I see a juggernaut offense, like a juggernaut when Porzingis is healthy.
Yeah, when
Like
he's healthy.
I was kind of speculating, like the offense gonna be like it's juggernaut.
Now it's always going to be fantastic. I'll be fully real. because we never had an interior scoring threat, and that's what Kristaps has added.
I,
So
I feel that, and I thought like because I'm a big guy of like bench depth, and like I thought like that shit like of course
then,
I thought Marcus Smart and Michael Brogdon were hurt a little bit more than it has, but it hasn't. It hasn't. It really hasn't. Drew Holiday
in
covers,
fairness,
but
just as a note, shout out to Malcolm Brogdon. He's been playing great in Portland.
yeah. Shout out to Michael Brogdon. But y'all defense like him, Porzingis being a rim protector, I was really not like sold on it. You know,
Yeah, no,
I forget he's 7'3". He's 7 foot what?
I
Seven
think a
foot
lot of
three.
people do. Yeah,
Yeah, and like he's no Evan Mobley 7 foot like 7 footer. He actually will punch your shit and look. No Evan Mobley slander, but like I'm more
buddy.
afraid of Porzingis going down to the rim than Evan Mobley. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna
Okay.
say.
I don't know. I'll be honest. I've not watched the Cavs game this year, other than Pistons Cavs. So I'll be fully real.
Man,
Um,
Cavs so mid.
Speaking of Pistons versus Cavs and the Pistons, give
Hey
them
y'all.
time.
Hey y'all.
Give
I
them
really
time.
said the Pistons gonna be a playing team.
I would say they fight for it too. This is like a special level of like they're so much better than this. I
Oh
don't know
my
how
god.
else to say it.
Oh my god. Like the 2 and
Like
17. Oh my god. The 2 and
this,
18. Sorry. The 2 and 18. It don't. I'm gonna rant for a minute. Real quick. It's gonna be like
okay, hold
3
on. No
minutes.
win November. You guys completed it. Anyway, continue.
You didn't have to say that. You didn't have to say we
Oh,
didn't
I
get a
did. Yes, I did.
win. All right, let's K Cunningham with spacing looks so good, but we don't have that here in Detroit. Um we're using Ivy as if he wasn't like a number fifth pick in the draft. Um, where it's just so much stuff that we're not doing that is confusing. We can't close out games when the games is when you have to close out games. It's like the light switches on and off. When we coming back, we'll have a good third quarter. Oh yeah, fraudulent fourth. Turnover, turnover, and the times that we don't need to turn the ball over. Check. Can't make a shot and don't have space. Check. Um, we're just doing bonehead decisions when it comes down to getting momentum back. Check. Um, Closing out games has really been the problem though, and our bench unit is really bad. Um,
Yeah.
our bench is non-existent. Alec Burks, you're a bad NBA player. If you're not hitting shots, I don't know what you're doing. No, Alex, let me cook. If you're not hitting shots, I don't know what you're doing on the floor. You can't
No,
defend.
no, no. You're right.
Your playmaking is really bad. Marcus Sasser, out of Houston, we know what you are. You're just a scorer. The point guard reps, I understand. Like I see an idea for giving it to him. No, let somebody else run it.
I don't like it.
If you're not shooting again, if you're not scoring, I don't. You're not a high processor yet. But if you're not scoring, I don't know what you're doing.
Mhm.
Um, our bigs, our backup bigs. Next, shout out to Kevin Knox because you've been solid when you did play.
Yeah.
I don't know why you stopped playing. You had one bad game and you just stopped seeing the floor. But apparently Isaiah Livers can see the floor, even though he has a bad stretch of games since he came back. Bogey, you're him. Bogey, greatest vet I've ever seen in the Pistons uniform. He talks to his teammates, set
Yeah.
them up to be in the right positions. Again, Cade, you're him. Duran, you look back to like the first 3 games, Duran, because before you was like, kind of shaky, but now you're looking like Duran. Hence, you
Mhm.
did have the injury. Kind of makes sense. Monty was running you into the ground. Monty substitutions. It doesn't make sense. Why are we playing all non-shooters on the floor and um, expecting to score? And then you preach defense, and then we can't defend, and we give up like 130 to a bad team, get blown out by 20 plus by the Wizards. Um, what else? What else? Shout out to Isaiah Livers. You've been solid this season. Last game was just kind of rough. Time out. I do want to say this. Isaiah Livers has been really good. Isaiah Livers is a really good piece, bro. We can talk bad about our players when they have a bad night, bro. We can. We can. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Um, we slander certain people names. We will not mention it, but we slander that guard's name all the time, even if he has a good game. But when everybody else has a bad game, we can't like talk about it. But that's a whole
Yeah.
different thing. But to be fair, Stu, and I'm one of the biggest Stu advocates, one of the biggest Stu advocates. He's been super good for what we asked him to do. We asked him to change his whole play style. He was a traditional big coming into the league. Now you're asking him to be a stretch. He's been all right with it. Consistency has to be there, but as in like still defending really good. He's really good at defending. If somebody tell me defending is getting blocks and steals, again, I swear it's not. It's about getting contest, hands up in every like it's about just rotating, being there. Make sure you put in a hand up and contested shots. If somebody says defending is just about getting blocks and steals, please stop talking about. Please stop talking to me. But Stu, you have been good. Ivy, I want you to get the ball more. At this point, I don't care what Monty says. Get the ball and just go. Just go. And Killian, you've been solid. I need you to start taking your open threes again. Against the Knicks and against the Cavs, you was him. You was on him timing. Please do that. And absorb more contact. You've been good absorbing contact. You look so good when you absorb contact and get to the line. You look
Pause.
no pause. All play. He looks so good when he does that. Kate Cunningham, you're back. People was really playing with your name though, Kate. People was really trying to say you're not him. Um,
Yeah.
the floater, we was talking about it yesterday. I wish he added a floater into going into this all season. The floater and handle needs to be better. If you add a floater, it changes his game because you can fake the floater into a lob to Durant and stuff like that. You can get super creative in the pick and roll. Your mid range shot is slowly coming back. Your 3-point shot has came back. You're still him.
Yeah.
22.4 and 7 assists. People stop playing like he's not a number one pick. Stop playing with this man. He's shooting 35% from three. Stop playing with this dude, bro. Monty, you've been better. Last night, lined up, you cooked. With the Cavs game, you cooked with the starting lineup. Ivy, Kill, and Cade, beautiful starting lineup. Bogey, beautiful when you inserted him into that 3-guard lineup. We just need more of that. And I understand you don't have the roster to do that, but we just need kind of glimpses of that or show promise of that. And just stick to your word. When people are playing bad, you can just pull them. We won't get mad because that's what you said at the beginning of the season. Pull them. Asar, I didn't forget about you, Asar. Asar, I really need a job. What happened to the OTE jumper? Oh man. But Asar, I've seen you still taking threes and you kind of confident. Sometimes it's but sometimes it's like you hit one, we was hype.
Oh yeah.
One or two a game. That's all we ask. After that, it's a turnover.
Yeah, stick with. All right, sorry. Are you relatively close to done?
Yes. Like your defense is still good and of course elite guards are attacking you now because you're a rookie and they're getting the foul baiting. Just continue what you're doing. Just get the reps in defense. And you've been great. That's about it. That's why we're 2-18.
That's about it. That was a solid 5-minute rant at least. I don't know. Someone check the timestamps if you're listening. Anyway, that was a rant and a half. That was yeah. Let me just from a not neutral because I do want the Pistons to do well. I like the team and obviously I tolerate Dan. Fucking with you.
That just registered. That's how mad I was about the Pistons.
Yeah,
that just registered.
Yeah. Anyway. Shit. Cade looks better. He had a stretch where he's turned the ball over too much. Now that's partially on him, partially on the fact that he literally had the worst spacing in the league alongside him. I like Monty Williams as a coach, but some of these, I don't know what he sees in some guys, at least not spacing wise. I really don't see it sometimes.
Imagine running a lineup of Killian for spacing purposes. Killian, Burks, Asar, like Marvin Bagley and Dirk. Like Spacey.
So I've got well more than two issues. I've got a few issues so far.
Go
One of
ahead.
them should be solved with Bojan coming back.
Yes.
Um, thank God he's back because it's you guys need just
NBA
he's
legit
with
NBA spacing.
yeah when like with young guys plus Alec Burks, who's always just throughout his career been a little inconsistent. Um, but like with young guys, you're gonna get inconsistency, especially in shooting. So by having that one vet, I think it helps a lot. Now, the one thing, well, not one thing. Um, Killian's been impressing me a little bit more. I don't need him to take his open threes because he's still not shooting them well. Um, I would like to see him coming off the bench. I still would. I want to see Ivy start.
Ivy is
Um,
starting.
yeah, he didn't start the last couple of games though. He went back to the bench,
He
if
started
I'm
the
not
Cavs
mistaken.
game.
Oh, okay, that's good. And you guys played actually pretty good for a lot of the Cavs game. Um, and Ivy's also been hitting his catch and shoot threes at a decent enough clip. Um,
The rim pressure and the rim finishing is
yeah,
amazing.
Asar, I think he's been shooting too much. We all think he's been shooting a little bit too much, but you've got to you've got to be able to shoot a little bit. So we'll not be able to, but you got to take some shots. Give like an ounce of respect for it.
Yeah. You
Um,
gotta get reps. You gotta
well,
get reps.
force an ounce of respect for it, I should say. Um, I keep going. Beef stew. Love Isaiah Stewart. Um, I don't like him at the four. I really don't like him at the four. He's not a good enough mover off ball. I'm not expecting him to be that either because he's 6'9",
250.
250. Like, why are you going to expect that to be a real off ball threat? And not only that, he's just not a good enough shooter to really respect it. At least
I guess.
not next. Like, he has games like this year. He's been shooting decently, but not good enough to negate the fact that also Jalen Duren's on the floor. So you run pick and roll with Jalen Duren. Whoever's on Asar's going to help, or whoever's on Beef Stew's going to help. Probably Asar, though. You run pick and roll with. You run pick and roll or pick and pop with uh, Beef Stew. If he pops, you'll let him shoot it, honestly. If he rolls, that's a clogged paint area with Duren there.
Right.
I just don't. Once again, he's a big guy, so he can set screens and whatnot. It's redundant with that's redundant with Duren on the floor, and I think just Duren's better than Beef Stew at this point. I want to see Beef Stew come off the bench, really limit the Marvin Bagley minutes, especially with Bojan coming back.
Shorten the
We'll
rotation.
see.
Just shorten the rotation.
I want to see Ivy start. Thank God he's gonna start again because you don't need that much. Ivy's probably a better catch. Like I'm not sure the exact numbers, but I'm pretty sure he's a better catch and shoot 3-point shooter than Killian.
He
Um,
is.
he exactly, and you don't need the ball handling of Killian when you have Cade on the floor. Let's be fully real. When you have Cade, Ivy, and Asar, I don't think you need it.
You take Asar off and bring Killian because Killian, out of all three of them, turns the ball over to less and like he gets the team
That's fair.
set. Like he sees people off ball probably the best out of everybody.
That's true. That's
And
true.
then like when Cade is off ball, Cade has been beautiful. He got a 30 ball off
Yeah.
ball against the Knicks and then what 25 against the Cavs. And
Yeah,
beautiful.
and that's also that was the lineup that was really good. Ivy, Cade, Killian, those three on the court at the same time, there were like some rumors of it off season, like moving Cade to the 3, and we were all like, don't know, because I feel like part of what makes him so good is that he's
The
that
advantage.
tall of a guard.
Mm.
But clearly it's good, and he's way better off ball than I remember him being. So give him some kudos for that. The win streak gets broken. Sorry, the losing streak gets broken soon. With Bojan back, I really think it gets broken soon.
We play Memphis the 6th.
Okay, that's intriguing. And Marcus Smart's out.
Just check Desmond Bain. Just check Desmond Bain, bro. Please. Just check Desmond Bain, bro. That's all we
Yeah.
need to do.
Well, you got to do a little bit more than that, but also that's a terrible stylistic. Well, if they do the beef stew and Duran on at the same time thing, that has infuriated me a little bit at this point.
We'll cook right there, though. That's a great matchup, though. Because Jaren Jackson can't
That
just
against
run.
the two bigs against Jaren, don't hate that. Even Duran versus Jaren, because Duran could move.
Talk about Alex. I need a question. Can you answer this question? Tell me the difference between Jalen Duran and Evan Mobley.
Evan Mobley is slight better dribbler, gets a little less tunnel vision, a little bit more of a threat to score in the post, just a little bit, and Jalen Duran's way stronger.
So basically, they tit for tat. That's what I'm getting.
A little bit. Also, Mobley's a little bit more switchable. A little bit. But Duran's still switchable
that's
enough
fair.
to where,
that's fair. Like, Mobley is more switchable. Duran's recovery time clears.
Also, Mobley's a better rim protector. That my one gripe with dude, I'm right.
Yeah, he's a better rim protector, but Duran is a better recovery defender, bro. When it comes to recovery time,
with Duran,
my
only gripe with Duran, which isn't really a gripe, like I don't really hold this against him because he's young, like really young, and
he's
young
20.
Guys typically don't get a crazy amount of blocks. Like I keep thinking, like, okay, his rim protection could be a little bit better, but he's a year and a half in the league. He'll be fine because guys who get a lot of blocks young guys who get a lot of blocks tend to get a lot of fouls. So eventually, an easier way into that, you really learn NBA offenses and NBA and how to play defense at the NBA level. He'll be able to protect the rim more.
But in the playmaking, you gotta give it to Duran over Mobley for real.
I'm saying more shot creation. That's what I mean. Because the thing is, there's a couple of times, I think it was in the Wizards game I watched exactly. In the Wizards game, I watched Duran drive. I'm like, dude, don't stop it, please. Don't. Not yet. You're in a close game. Don't drive. There's no need to do that, please. Because he's still got the tunnel vision and not a tight dribble. I think eventually he can reach that point where occasionally he'll be able to drive and whatnot. Not now. Please. I'm glad Wiseman's not seeing many minutes, especially with guys back healthy. I'm really glad because that is hell.
Okay. I ain't gonna say nothing on Wiseman. Wiseman been cool.
Yeah.
He's been cool.
Livers is still a bit streaky.
Been bad. It's been bad, bro. His defense has not been.
I swear. Oh, his defense. Yeah, he's been cooked.
He's
I really do think. I do think the losing streak ends soon. With Bojan back.
This is my last thing about the Pistons. We'll go on to other teams.
Yeah.
You know what's bad about it, bro? It's not it's only bad because we lost 17 straight. If you go ahead and watch the San Antonio Spurs, their losing streak is bad too. But since they got Victor, they do not care.
It doesn't matter as much. Yeah, they're losing a lot. The Spurs have also just been pissing me off straight up. Also, the collection of talent, like collectively the talent in Detroit is better. As good as Victor is, it's him, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, kinda.
I like you. I really do like you, Alec. You're so just you. You said kinda.
Like no one else on that team moves me, other than non-point guard Jeremy Sohan. Jesus Christ, stop it!
Give him Killian Hayes and they cook.
Yeah. Killian Hayes, Killian Hayes for Devin Vassell. Who says no?
Gee, I don't know. I don't know. I don't
But no,
know.
I won't be surprised if they're straight up just trying to tank again and get what's his name out of USC.
Isaiah,
Isaiah Collier.
Isaiah. Yeah.
I think he's good. Anyway, we got a little bit more to talk about. Where's my notes app? Holy shit.
Are we talking about the Magic right here? Yeah.
Right now we're talking about the Timberwolves real quick because they've been good. Just as like last time we talked, we were talking about were we talking about Cat and him just kind of being the odd one out? I don't know.
Yeah, we were talking about him probably getting moved. He's not getting moved right now. They're playing.
No, he's not getting moved, and he's been great.
I want to say this real quick.
Yeah, have at it.
Minnesota's defenses look beautiful. It looked beautiful. It looked beautiful. The game they just beat against the Hornets, and that was with no Anthony Edwards, who's been a solid defender this season. No Jaden McDaniels.
They're also without LaMelo Ball, who had an ugly injury, man.
Yeah, Minnesota's without Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels. Their defense. Shout out to Rudy Gobert because we thought that trade was a fleece. Rudy Gobert's perimeter defense. Oh my god, it's generational now. Like it's generational.
Okay.
He can protect the rim and guard the 3-point line. He's a goat.
Okay. But no, I know what you mean. Like,
but go ahead.
I know it's like the popular thing to be like, hey, everyone was shitting on Rudy Gobert, and now everyone's saying, "Oh shit, we're sorry."
That shit looks generational, dog. The way he moving his hips,
like he looks great. Gobert's back to depoy form. Cat's looking like a better defender than he's ever been, and he's fucked off with the post touches, which has helped them tremendously through everything. And Anthony Edwards is ridiculous. So
Jaden McDaniels scoring is coming along the corner. His defense is still elite, locking up Tatum.
He looks. They look fantastic, man.
They look fantastic, bro.
Good for them.
And they're buying into it too. That's the crazy. Like they're buying in.
Yeah. Now I don't know how much they physically can buy in because the Gobert trade, but that's all.
Gobert has been the best defender this season.
Well, no, I mean because of the Gobert trade, they've already given away so many of their assets.
No, okay. I said buy in. They're buying in what the coach is putting out there, like what they're telling.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. But yeah, they're buying into the coach's game plan, which is amazing.
Which is good. And
Finch,
they look fantastic.
Cooking. Finch, you're cooking.
He's doing a good job. I don't know who told Cat to fuck off with the post touches, but whoever did, and if he came up with it himself, even better. Because
whoever told Rudy Gobert to do this in the summer, oh man, you're him.
Hey yo, well, watch out with that. If you're on YouTube, I'm so sorry. Anyway,
man, we're talking about whoever told him to move his hips on defense and keep his hand up is a great, like you cooked. Yeah. You cooked with Rudy Gobert, bro.
Anyway, talk quick about the Orlando, who is second in the Eastern Conference.
That was not on my bingo card.
Me too.
It's crazy that we're talking about defense again. Their defense has been amazing. Shout out Anthony Black, Jalen Suggs.
Yeah. Now, I think we always, well, I don't know if we all always knew. I always knew. Uh, I thought it was pretty clear he was always going to be a good defender. It was whether or not he'd be able to space the floor at all. He's been able to hit his threes much more consistently, which is fantastic for him. Anthony Black has been
Definitely
exactly what we've expected at the NBA
really
level.
good defender. Really good
He's
playmaker.
that guy. He is that good. Franz looks absolutely amazing. Um, he dropped 30 the other night, a really consistent 30. He's looked fantastic.
Been all right.
Yeah. Paolo has been he's had some shaky games, but even then, like what I'm glad is that he's realized, like, hey, when I'm not shooting well, I don't have to continue to shoot. I don't have to continue to ball hog.
I have
So
Franz Wagner over there. Yeah.
you got Franz, you got Cole Anthony off the bench, which shout out to him. He's been cooking off the bench.
Jonathan Isaac, when he plays, looks good. He looks good on defense when he Jonathan Isaac looks good on defense when he plays.
I have no comment on Jonathan Isaac. Um,
no,
I have no comment. Um, and then what? Is Wendell Carter Jr. even played? I don't remember.
no. Batazzi has been.
But he's actually been all right. Like he was pretty much damn near out of the league this summer, last year. Like he's always gotten some play, but on tanking teams and it's like off the bench. But yeah, they look good, and Paolo's really learning his role. Like he's really looking like the guy that was first overall. Like he always kind of has been, but like it's just the IQ is getting better and all that
The
stuff.
shot selection is getting better, and the shooting from has been getting better too.
Yeah, his shooting in general, and let's get his handle.
Yeah. Oh, and also Joe Harris. I said Joe Harris. Joe Ingles been a solid pickup for
Joe
them.
Ingles is big. Joe Harris, I don't know what he hasn't played much.
Bro, I don't even want to talk about it.
We don't need to go back to that. We spent so much time on the Pistons. We also spent so much time on college football. We're probably running on an hour right now. It's gonna be a long pod, y'all. Deal with it.
Oh, he said deal with it.
I mean, in fairness, like we've gotten through there's not too much to talk about with. Like we could delve into the X's and O's, but I'd have to watch more. I'd have to watch more of their games and go back and do like some film study BS. But brother, it's final season. I don't have time to do that shit. I already barely have time to watch NBA games.
Boy, you be
Let's
out,
be fully for real.
outside because he be outside. Alex a big stepper if y'all don't know. Alex be outside.
No, I wish I was outside. It's final season, man. It's final season.
I feel that.
This is tough. I gotta like learn 3 different. I gotta learn the entirety of a semester in 2 weeks now. And
I gotta do that too.
in 2 classes now. It's bad. Yeah. Obviously, like I'm joking for the most part, but I'm. Oof. Anyway, OKC barring a certain Australian.
Shea has looked. Shea, I ain't gonna lie.
Shay's
Shea is top 10. Shea's probably top 10 right now. Probably top 7. Like I don't know.
Don't tip. I think I said this last year on this pod. Probably Shay's top 10 in the league, and like, he's cemented himself as top 10. He's that guy.
I don't know how many players you take over Shea right now. It's hard. It's hard. It's because he.
By the way, just questioning.
Go
Paul
ahead.
George, when he was at his best in LA, do you take that over this Shea?
Paul George when he's at his best in LA, or do I take Shea? I'll take Paul George. I still take Paul George.
Sure.
The defense hasn't fallen off.
That is true. Um, uh,
It
I
has
think
to.
the effort has at times between him and Kawhi,
When I
which has
need
improved ever since they went on that skid when they got Harden, which we were too late to touch on that. You said they were championship confirmed. I said hold off.
and I still say they championship confirmed.
I don't know. We'll see.
That Paul
But
George
back to
stud
the
look icy as shit.
yeah, that was nice. Why'd you do that?
I'm PG. Let me stop.
PG doesn't shoot like that.
I said like this. He shoot like that.
He doesn't shoot like that.
I did not shoot like this.
You
I shot it like that. But let's get back to it. OKC Chet. Oh my, is he still at 50-40?
hold on.
Is he still at 50-40?
I don't,
Because he had a comment. He said people. Yeah, was one comment that came out. He said, "Yeah, people can get 30, but they be taking 20 shots." And I'm like, "You really care about efficiency?" And he's really been efficient, bro.
he's been that good. He's averaging 17 and a half, 8, and 2.5.
Two blocks, 2 blocks a game.
He's been
He
an
shoot what,
just that guy.
almost 40% from three and almost 90. He was almost 90. I ain't gonna say he's 90 right now, but he's like 86 from three. He had a good game against Embiid. No, I said from three. He's like 86 from one.
NBA, hello? The NBA has like shot percentages from different areas. Oh
Yeah.
my god,
You didn't know it?
they're really improving.
Yeah, but he had a good game. Chet had a good game against Embiid. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
I don't need these stats. I just want his shooting splits. Please. Okay. 53, 39 and a half. Where's his field? Where's his buddy? Give me his it doesn't yeah, he's just under 50-40. I think he needs to shoot a little bit more from three when he's shooting that well. Like
Yeah.
if you're shooting like in my opinion,
Go ahead.
unless it's like just like you're not getting that many touches. If you're getting that many enough touches, I think a player should is taking the right amount of threes when they're shooting between 38 and 40%.
Right.
If you're shooting like 47, 48% on 2 attempts a game, you need to shoot more because it's just going to add more to your team.
That's true.
So that's just my personal opinion. Like that's if I were ever a fucking coach, like that's what I would say. Don't let
Shoot
me
more.
coach.
You can
Don't
shoot.
let me
Shoot.
coach. I don't think I'd be a bad coach, but I think we all say that. Anyway,
The defense has been really good. Of like the ongoing thing about the
shout
season
out to
is like
Nathan Wallace.
yes, the ongoing thing about this season has been like teams defense, younger teams defense. Oh man, that hurts saying has been really good this season. Like it's been really good this season. Um,
Sorry.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I get it. And even then, like obviously the things happening with their Australian, but even then before that, said Australian was already looking like the odd man out, so it doesn't really matter that much. Get him off the court. Why is he still playing?
yeah. J
Um,
Dub looks fantastic.
yeah,
Um,
J Dub looks good, and I think it's really just him getting some more touches.
yeah.
Like he's still been similar to last year, just
He's
a
been more
little
efficient.
bit,
He's been a little bit more efficient.
maybe a little bit, but that's like the leap you expect from
Mhm.
a guy at his age. Even though he's second year, I think he was drafted at age 20.
Yeah.
Uh, like he played 2 years in college, if I'm not mistaken.
Where he played at college at? Where he played college at?
Good question.
Oh, you don't know it? Oh man,
No, I don't. I
Santa
don't.
Clara.
Santa Clara?
Yeah,
Oh, I fucking knew that.
yeah.
Ah.
He was like 21 coming
Um.
in. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. like he was 20 or 21 coming into the draft. I know, pretty sure he was 21 at the end of the season. That's all I knew. So I just kind of guessed he was 20 going. Anyway,
Yeah,
yeah, he's been that guy.
man.
Chet's been amazing, of course. It's again Case and Wallace, fantastic, and Lou
I didn't
Dort.
know what they were doing drafting another guard. I see their vision. They said
Yeah,
if you can defend a basketball and you're tall and lengthy, you get playing time, bro.
yeah, no, definitely. And I think I said like I feel bad for Kaysen because I don't know how much playing time he's gonna get. Um, but no, he's been like
Him and
flourishing in the
Isaiah Joe has been like my back. Like if I had to make
Isaiah
like
Isaiah Joe's been. Please put. Was he in this 3-point shooting contest last year? He had to have been.
I
Come on.
don't I don't know off the top of my head. That one I
If
don't
he
know.
if he wasn't, for the love of God, put him in the 3-point contest because he has not missed a three within the past 2 years.
Isaiah Joe has been really like
He's he's been one of the best
oh,
three
he's
points.
shooting that
Like
thing. He's shooting what, five
he's
attempts
been
on 46? Like,
yeah he's been shooting like absolutely incredibly from three for the past 2 or year and a half.
shout out to
Come on,
David Bertans too, because he's
that
been
was yeah.
I thought that pickup was kind of shaky because like his contract was pretty bad.
Yeah, in
It's
fairness,
still
if there's sorry, keep going.
it still is, but like 3-point shooting really helps. And he's been
Yeah.
good over there. So like Oklahoma City, y'all know what y'all doing, bro.
He's a vet. He's a vet. Um, and the last thing I was gonna say, but yeah, about Davis, like if there's a team that can pick up that contract, it's OKC.
Yeah.
And if worst case scenario, you can move that contract because they have. What's scary is they still have so many picks,
Yeah.
so they can. Oh my God,
When
that's
that
all.
star on that all-star lands that acts out, man, you know what? You know what? What was
Someone
the
for the
next topic
Bulls.
we were gonna talk about?
Okay. See, we were gonna talk about the Tyrese's,
Before
Halliburton
we
and
get
Maxey
before we get to
before we talk.
Tyrese, Zach Levine wants out of Chicago. Oh man,
Yeah, but
Zach
also the
Levine,
report came out the trade market for him wasn't very big.
Zach Levine at Oklahoma City with
I think it'd be cool. I think they should still, for now, ride with what they're doing.
that's fair.
See what happens. Also, see what happens with that Australian. Um, and yeah,
Oklahoma City's been very good.
they've been really impressive.
They got
Um,
some big time W's too, bro.
they've
Oh man,
got the last thing is again last thing the Tyrese's, Maxey and Halliburton.
you go.
Um,
You start off. You start off. Which one you gonna
let me
start off?
just talk. Let me talk my shit about Tyrese Maxey
Go ahead.
because
You got the floor.
when Harden was gone, I'm like, I trusted him. When it looked like Harden was going to be gone, I trusted in him. I think I said when we were talking wow, I can talk. I promise you. When we were talking about um, most improved, I think I said I don't know if he's going to have enough of a statistical leap because he did just average 20 last year, but I think he'll average like 25. I don't know if that's a big enough statistical leap, but yeah. And he's been better than that. So he's still, so technically, I still didn't call it, but man, he is that guy. What helps also is that he's able to create more out of the pick and roll and out of isolations and out of instead of just attacking off of closeouts. Because, like, as good as he is attacking off closeouts, his vision when he's going downhill isn't quite there yet. So there's more effective ways to use him, like in the pick and roll. You clear out, you have guys that can shoot the ball,
You got
you
Joel
got a
Embiid.
really good screen setter from you get a screen from a 290 pound Cameroonian dude named Joel Embiid, who also is a guy you have to respect scoring. Oh my God. You take one of the fastest guys in the league, give him a great screen setter and great score.
You might
Maybe
be
that's going to
cooking.
go well. Doc Rivers, like, I don't mean to like turn this on Doc Rivers, but man, at least experiment with something when the offense is going stagnant, because I think that was a problem with them last year, if I'm not
Mm-hmm.
mistaken.
Yeah.
Also been a problem with the Clippers, and I really should have seen more when they acquired Harden. Like, I'm like, oh shit. Um. Anyway,
But
they look
Tyrese
great.
Max.
Tyrese Maxey looks like he's that guy. Sorry, he is that guy. The last issue though is Tobias Harris. He's having his worst season since I don't know when. We'll be fully for real. He's trying to score too much from the post, and he's not good enough from the post straight up. So I don't know
Straight
what
up.
to. I'll be honest. Anyway,
For me, for
how much are
Philly,
you able?
go ahead.
Philly looks good,
For
and
me, for
D'Anthony
Philly,
Mountain moved into. What's up?
go ahead.
The last thing, D'Anthony Mountain cracked the starting lineup. Thank God, he's so good. He is so good. I've liked him since he was in Memphis. Uh, uh yeah, he's that guy. Well, not maybe not that guy, but he's good. Um, anyway, how much are you able to talk about Tyrese Halliburton?
Oh man. Oh, this hurts too because somebody was in that same draft with.
A certain Frenchman. You drafted a certain Frenchman ahead of Tyrese effing Halliburton.
All right.
Oh well.
I'm gonna just say this. Tyrese, you're a cone on defense, but that's okay because like you're a cone on defense. At least my point guard is not a cone on defense. But besides that, oh my god, you're modern day Steve Nash. You're modern day Steve Nash.
Just add
Um,
like half a foot of height. Or no, he's 6'5". Steve Nash was 6'1", right?
yeah. Um,
Add 4 inches of height
your
and a better scorer.
your efficiency. Oh my god, you're 50, 40, 90 right now
Yeah.
on 27 points per game and 11
Yeah.
assists.
And how many turnovers?
Man, I think like two.
I think it's 2 a game.
I
Can you
think it's
look
like
that up for me real quick?
yeah,
Because
I'm
I
gonna
just
look it up right now. I think it's legitimately two. Um, I don't know how you do it sometimes. You just see things happen before it plays out, and it
yeah.
looks beautiful.
And one of the when he first started going on that ridiculous like assist to turnover run at the start of the season, I was like, is he just not making risky passes? No, you watch him; he's making risky passes.
Bro, he's making bullet reads, bro.
He's
So
he's not he's not getting those oof, he's not getting
fraudulent
those
assists.
what?
He's not getting fraudulent assists.
Yeah, what could Chris Paul assists?
You
What the
said
fuck can
what?
I call it? He's not getting those John Stockton assists.
Oh my
That's what I said.
god.
Where you pass to a guy and he happens to shoot. He's not doing that. He's not
He's
doing
not.
that.
He's not. So
He's
Tyrese is
he's
averaging. So Tyrese is averaging 27, 12, and 2.5. So 27 points, 12 assists, and only 2.5 turnovers on
that's
50, 40, 90 shooting.
what.
Um, only the defense was good. He'll be in MVP talks.
Yeah, give him a sec too, because I think
What you think? Because I don't see the shooting disappearing. I don't see the playmaking or assist turnover ratio getting
no.
worse.
He's gonna be good. It's my one. Well, yeah, literally um my one gripe with Indiana. Our defense is struggling. If only we didn't have a versatile four
Oh my
out of
God, Jarris Walker.
Houston.
Oh my God,
Oh
Jarris
my God.
Jarris Walker. So again, their defense is struggling, but like I don't know why you're not playing Jarris Walker at this point. I don't know why.
Please.
Shout out to Bruce Brown because he's been good
Yeah,
defensively, but
Bruce
he
Brown's
can't.
been great.
Him and Miles Turner can't carry your whole defense.
No,
Um,
once again,
Obi Toppin, Obi, you've been like here and then you've been like there. So I don't know how to feel
he's
about you.
injured right. Yeah, he's day to day right now, but he's been a good, like he's a good play finisher. We all kind of expected that with him playing next to Tyrese Halliburton because
Yeah,
he's once again a really good play finisher. But I would sacrifice some of that play finishing
for really, really good.
for a really damn good defender. And you're
Yeah.
not going to have to worry as much about him getting into foul trouble because he's not playing at the five and you have a good rim protector next to him.
Duh, duh,
I
like
know it's like an unwritten rule. You don't play rookies, like you don't
Rick
start rookies,
Carlisle.
but please, man, please,
God,
dog.
Walker. Oh my God. If they when they figure that out, it might be GG's. I ain't gonna lie. It might be game set
Like,
match.
okay, I'll be real. Um, I don't think they should start him because I don't think he's that good yet.
No.
You ease him in. You play
Yeah.
him bench minutes. That's not in garbage
Play
time.
him. I'm gonna say this. Play him the minutes that you give Jalen Smith.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because
Thank you.
you'll see what he needs help with. You'll see what he's
Jalen
good
Smith
at.
is injured, so now's the time.
So now's the time. But you'll see what he's good at. You'll see what he can do defensively and offensively. We already know what he is as a defender, switchable, can play in basically any coverage. And his offense is really, really good. It's not like super NBA starter level good, I would say, but it's like it's better than some rookies in this draft class, as in his connective, how good he is as a connector, the like him recognizing what's going on the floor and being able to make the right reads. But Tyrese Halliburton, you've been great. You're legitimately in MVP talks if your team play defense.
Okay, no, I don't think he's that good yet. Give it a second. Give his
If,
team some
if,
time.
if their team play defense, he's in MVP talks.
Sure. I guess talks, but how far do we really extend that conversation? That's my one problem with that. Uh, that's the thing. That's my only
How
gripe.
good was Steph his MVP year?
Like one of the
His first one, he
best.
shot 50, 40, 90,
I
averaged
know. I
30.
know what Steph did. Trust me, I know what Steph did. But you can't just compare numbers to. You can't just compare numbers. You need the eye test too.
He's
Um,
passing the eye test.
I know Tyrese's, but I don't think he's not been he's not played like a top five player. And I can name five players that I would rather have.
I don't know. Hmm. Would you pick Tyrese or Shea?
Shea.
Tyrese.
Really? No.
The playmaking is too much of a gap.
Yeah, but one can actually play defense.
They both can get cooked at any point.
I know you say defense isn't just steals and blocks, but Shea is in fact leading the league in steals, and also like he's been a decent
He's a
defender. Not
competent
not
defender.
great. He's been good. Tyrese has been a little like below average. He's not been hurt. Cone is harsh, but
Tyrese been a cone. I ain't gonna lie to you. Tyrese been a cone. I've watched Indiana Pacers game. He's been a cone.
I don't know. But I take Shea definitely, and I don't think it's.
I'll take
I don't
Tyrese.
think it's. I don't think it's a particularly hard decision.
Huh? Are you serious?
Oh, I'm being serious. Yeah,
You don't think the playmaking makes him like better? Like so much better that like I can we
because
talking about like different level playmaking, bro.
I know how good his playmaking is. Trust me, but I think Shea's also not think Shea's also one of the most just straight up efficient scorers in the league.
Tyrese not.
He's been efficient. He hasn't been scoring as much and as efficiently. And also, I think I just
He's like
think the
27.
defense.
Go ahead. Hold up. Tyrese numbers 27 points, right? He's doing it on 17 shots, 52% from the field,
He
42.7, almost
isn't. Holy.
like what are we? Who?
He is in fact average. He just is a fucking cone, man.
If his team was playing better defense, he's in the talks. Like I was not just using numbers to back it. Like
That's
he's
fair.
been different.
And then I'm gonna look up SGA stats. I'm just going ESPN real quick. He's averaging 30 and 6, 54% shooting, and I think he's got like one of if not the highest true shooting in the league right now, if I'm not mistaken.
He's shooting what
Excuse
36.
me.
Bless you.
I don't remember what it. I know we don't love PER, but also his PER is 30.3.
What's Tyrese?
Give me a sec.
Yeah.
Tyrese Halliburton. 29. So it's pretty close. It's much closer than I thought it was, but
I think the playmaking Kev just puts it over.
I don't know. I still think I just think Shea, like to have a guy who can and will just get a bucket, I think that's so important.
He gets through more. Yeah, I feel it. I
It
feel it.
just depends on what you value,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think. Anyway, Tyrese's. I feel like there was one last thing that we needed to say, but
That was it. I'm pretty sure that was.
last note. Opinion on the in-season tournament, even though like no
I
one
love
really
it.
knows
I
what's
love
up.
it. I love it. Adam Silver really did something with this.
He did a good job there. Like I'll be honest, I didn't. My only gripe with the in-season tournament at this point is the courts
The course
because
looks. Oh, we might. I like the
it
course. I like.
depends. Some of them hurt to watch as someone with vision issues. Some of them hurt
That's
to
fair.
look at.
That's fair.
But the Pistons one is nice. The Celtics one is nice. But once again, some of the really, I think
Indies is nice.
Indies is one of the ones that hurts me
Oh
to
wow,
see.
that makes sense though. But
Um,
visually, it looks nice, but it probably does hurt to see.
it once again, as a motherfucker with terrible vision issues, it hurts. I have contacts, and I don't know if you know, I'm wearing contacts. Ayo,
I'm here. I'm still here.
what was the last thing you heard me say?
As somebody with terrible vision issues,
Oh yeah. Um, I don't know if you know, right? I don't know if you know. You haven't seen me in glasses, I don't think, because I haven't worn glasses in years. Um, but I'm wearing contacts right now, and yeah.
I think I've seen you in glasses before.
But yeah, no, I'm wearing contacts just as a note. So if you guys are on YouTube and you're like, wait, I've never seen you quite. No, I'm wearing contacts. I am blind as a bat. It's really bad.
Are you farsighted or nearsighted?
I'm blind.
You,
I never remember which one's which.
that's
I
fair.
just can't. Whichever one's distance, because close I'm typically fine with.
Oh my god, if I ran down the street, you could see me.
I
Like
can't read sign.
if I had a sign
Like
and I held it down, how far?
depends, but let me just say this: without glasses or contacts, I can't read highway signs.
Okay, that's
Like,
pretty. Oh my god, that's pretty blind.
it's really bad. I was about to say I'm like I can't legally drive without glasses or contacts, but like that happens to a lot. My brother's like that, and he's not as bad as I am. Like
Mm.
they're pretty stringent on that shit. Um. Anyway, Please let the Pistons win soon. This is sad, man. This
Oh my
is
god,
sad.
why did you say that, bro? We know it's sad, bro. I'm seeing Tyrese go off a point guard. I'm seeing Desmond Bain kind of carry an offense. I'm seeing a lot of stuff, and I'm just looking like, oh man, only what could have been. But I think we beat Memphis. I think we beat Memphis.
I think it's about time. I think Memphis is the win. Um,
And then we got the Magic right after. Oh man, I forgot about that. We might beat the Magic because Durham might eat
no,
that. Huh?
no,
No.
no.
I don't know.
I think you guys beat the Grizzlies. I do think you finally beat the Grizzlies. It's at home. Come on. But then you go to Orlando. That's tough. Pacers will be interesting.
We played good against the
And
Pacers into the fourth quarter.
yeah, and also like that game's just gonna be no defense, just vibes. Um,
It's gonna be just scoring vibes.
yeah, no defense, just vibes. But then the next winnable game I think is Atlanta, which is mid-December,
Oh my god.
and then Utah, Brooklyn twice,
Oh, Utah
and
is
then
winnable.
Y'all play us on the 28th.
We gonna beat y'all on some weird stuff. We gonna beat y'all.
You
Just
guys play
weirdly.
us way too well, and I never like it.
We play y'all good for no reason. Legitimately for no reason, bro. Like Kane decides to be like, all right, bro.
No, no,
I'm
not Kate.
feeling.
Killian.
Killian decides to be
Killian
like,
turns. Killian. Killian. Jesus. Killian turns
Killian see
into.
Jason Tatum. He started like he got the hoodie on. He like this. He mobbing, bro. When he see Tatum.
Killian turns into freaking. He turns into like prime Penny Hardaway.
Oh my god, bro.
I'm like,
He
really?
turns into James Harden when he sees Tatum.
Well, James Harden can't play that
Tatum.
good of defense. That's why I said Penny.
That's true. That's true because he do play me. But he started tapping Tatum. I think in every game he had Tatum be like, "Come here, come
Yeah,
here."
and that's why we make sure Tatum's not on him, and we like,
I forgot y'all got Drew Holiday. Oh my god.
oh shit. Oh, that's one of my one things. He's been shooting a little too much. I
I told you.
know.
What did I tell you? I told you that
Oh
though.
no, I know. We've been absolutely warned. I'm still gonna pick. I'm still gonna talk about it. You should know, like he's taking a little too much of the Drew. I don't mind if he takes one or two dumb shots a game. That's I can live with.
Okay.
But man,
I got some
it gets
questions for you then.
hit me with it.
All Boston related for the most part. Who's
All
your
right.
best? Who's your second best player?
Anyway, hold on real quick. This is how we're gonna end the pod. I'm making the executive decision. This is the last thing we're gonna talk about. We gotta wrap up.
All right, bet.
Cool with that. This might hit 2 hours, man. This is oh wow. Anyway, hit me with them.
Who's the best player on the Celtics besides Tatum? Who's second best?
I still think it's Jaylen Brown. He's been struggling efficiency wise to start the year. Like to start the year, it has technically been Kristaps Porzingis, but I just think we get further into the season and Jaylen Brown's gonna get more efficient. I don't think he's gonna get many more shots. He's gonna have a points. Everyone's gonna have a points per game drop because we have two more guys who take shots. Because Drew's gonna shoot more than Marcus Smart did, for better for worse, and Tingus Pingus is gonna get like 14 shots a game.
Next question. Who's your best playmaker?
Playmaker?
Yep.
Derek White's a sneaky option. But I think it's got to be Tatum.
Gotta be Tatum. And the last question, then we can wrap it up. Who's your most improved player this season?
So far, okay. This is gonna be take a little bit because so I don't always like how most improved tends to just go to like whoever's been given the most opportunity. Like I want it to be most improved, not like given a bigger role compared to last year. Because Derek White, I feel like would fit that, but I think it's really just that he has a bigger role this year. I think it's Kristaps.
Okay, so he's
'Cause
improved the team more, as in like, okay, that's
because
fair.
he's not hogging the ball as much as
We thought he was.
yeah. Well, also I think a big part of it is that he has more space and there's less need for him to run the offense,
Right.
which is going to help both parties tremendously.
All right.
All right.
That's all. You can close us out. Basic.
All
Go,
right,
go.
Matt. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Game Time Review podcast. Make sure to follow our socials. They will be in the description. If you're on Spotify, please rate 5 stars. Follow us. And if you're feeling extra generous, share the podcast with someone else who might enjoy it. If you're on YouTube, leave a like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
We out. Peace.